Hey guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. So, one of the number one questions I get asked all the time is, what are my favorite brushes? So I wanted to do a video kind of completely dedicated to brushes in general. And I'm going to go through some of my favorites from some of my favorite lines and tell you guys the ones I think are just an absolute must-have for people. So we will start with the highest end line of brushes that I own, and these are my Hakuhodo brushes. I do not have a lot of these by any means. These brushes are ridiculously expensive. Like, that's why I believe that if you're gonna buy brushes like this, you don't buy a set, you don't buy a bunch of them. You buy the ones you know you're going to use the most because they're the most bang for your buck. So this one was actually purchased for me by my very good friend Jessica. I absolutely love this brush. It is a blush brush, and this is the S110. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous blush brush. Now these handles are solid wood, and this ferrule is 24 karat gold. That's why it's so expensive. This one is goat hair. It is so soft. But I use this as a blush brush. I use it as a highlight brush sometimes. I use it as a powder brush. This brush gets so much use, and I've had it now almost over 2 years. I've had this brush over 2 years now, and I'm still absolutely 110% loving this brush. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is this one, and this is the J5521. This is a gorgeous highlighter brush. It is also goat hair. This is not one of the gold blush brushes. This is just the regular line, but all their brushes are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I love the way this fits in my hand. I love the way it's lightweight, and it's perfect for under eye. It's perfect for highlighter. It's also perfect for under eye powder. I really, really get a lot of use from this one. Then two of my other favorites are almost identical. I have the J5522 and the J5523. Literally the only difference between this one is more rounded and shorter, and this one is more longer and more blending. So this is of course an eyeshadow blending brush. Get right into that crease, and this is perfect for packing shadow onto the lid and also slight blending. I love both of these. I bought these two because my two favorite MAC brushes, now I'm sorry they are dirty because I use these all the time. The Hakuhodo ones I just cleaned today, so they're clean, pretty. But the MAC ones that match these identically are the MAC 217, and I don't know which one this is. This is the MAC 222. So the MAC 222 and the MAC 217 are literally identical almost to these ones. Just the Hakuhodo ones, as you can see, the Hakuhodo is definitely more full than the 222, but that's why I bought them, because I use these two brushes every day in every makeup look that I do, so I figured these would get a ton of use as well. Now, seeing as I've already pulled MAC into this, the 217 is definitely my absolute all-time favorite MAC brush. Above all else, you need a 217. It is my favorite. The 222 is my favorite blending brush. So also from MAC, the MAC 239, which is more of a flat square type brush, great for packing shadow on. One of my all-time favorites, the MAC 219. Oh my god. This is the most perfect brush for smudging under the eyes and getting deep colors right into that pencil area of your crease. I love this brush. It's just a flat white, or it's just a white pencil brush. You guys will notice very quickly that my favorite brushes from MAC are all in the white family. I love their white brushes, mainly because you can tell when they're really, really clean, and that's super important for me. The MAC fan brush, this is the 265. This is gorgeous for doing your lashes, really helping comb them out, getting them separated. I really love this brush, the 265, gorgeous brush. The MAC stippling brush, this is the 130. I love this for the cheeks. I love it for cream product, cream highlight, cream blush. Also, for any of the ColourPop blushes or highlights, this is a great brush to use. It doesn't soak up any of your product. It keeps everything right on the tip, and it just blends beautifully. So that is the MAC 130. Great brush. Now, my hands down all-time favorite brush from MAC is this one. Anyone know why? You guys heard me talk about this yet? This is the Oval 3. These ones are also extremely expensive. They are not covered at a pro discount, which drives me crazy. I just have the smaller oval, but it looks like a toothbrush. Can you guys see? So it looks like a toothbrush, and it's just beautiful. It's dense and full. I love this for concealer under my eyes. It just blends and smooths things gorgeously. I really want to get the Oval 6, which is the face one. I think that'll be my next kind of splurge I need to save for purchase, because I really, really want it, and I love the way this applies my concealer, and I think I will love the way that one applies foundation. This brush is gorgeous. If you look at this and you're like, what the heck is that? I promise you, this will change your life. And the last brush from MAC is the MAC 163. This is the flat top contour brush. It's perfect for applying it and then flipping it and blending it out. I absolutely love this brush. I think it's gorgeous. It's super dense. It doesn't hold a lot of product. You do have to be careful how hard you dip this in, because if you dip it too hard, you'll get a lot. But it's just stunning. It's perfect for up in the temples, along the cheek line. It just keeps everything really streamlined. Now, the one thing I never liked about this brush was I found it really, really long. So, Morphe. Morphe is the next blush brand I'm going to talk about. I love a lot of Morphe brushes. They are super, super cheap and they are great quality. So this is the one that I got picked up to kind of replace this one, and I've been using it a ton. It's the Morphe M60 or M460. You can see as far as width, they're identical, but as far as length, the MAC one is much larger in length. The reason why I like the smaller one is it gives me more precise control, and it's also easier to blend, I find. This is one of my favorite Morphe brushes. So while we are talking about Morphe brushes, I'm going to show you guys a couple other of my favorites. Now, these two I've still been playing with a lot. This is the Morphe M500 and the Morphe M509. I've been playing with both of these. I'm not sure which one I like more. Whoopsies. Which one I like more yet. I use them both for highlight. This one is just a beautiful sweep and it kind of goes exactly where it needs to go. But they both do that. The biggest difference is this one is just a little bit longer. You guys can see that. But they're both pretty much the same density. I like both of them. I would say if you had to pick just one, I would go with the M509 because I do prefer that one. Now, my favorite Morphe brush, I love it so much, I own two of them, is the S94. This is the most gorgeous and dense brush for foundation. If you like those new kind of like air luminous foundations, this is your brush. This is a gorgeous buffer. It feels so soft on the skin. It does a beautiful job of buffing product. This is a must-own from Morphe. If you can get your hands on one, do it. Because honestly, it's one of my favorite brushes. Now, as far as eye brushes from Morphe go, the ones I can't live without are my M514. This is a great kind of smaller crease blender brush. I also like the M511, which is a larger version of that. Of course, the white, you guys know. This reminds me a little bit of the Hakuhodo one and the MAC 222. And that's why, of course, I always tend to go for those two brushes in every line. And I always get the most use out of those two brushes. And then I have two that look almost identical, the 412 and the 503. The biggest difference is the 412 is more of a blender. It's kind of softer. And the 503 is a little bit more dense, better for packing shadow. Now, if I have to talk about my all-time absolute favorite brush from Morphe, it's this one. This is the 512. This brush, you guys, is my favorite. I also own two of these, and it is always dirty. This is my highlight brush. It fits perfectly on that part of my cheek. It just decides where my highlight's gonna go. I can use it here, I can use it here. It's not too big, it's a great density. I can use it with cream product or powdered product, and that's really important for me. I'm kind of going, it feels like in price as I'm moving down. So I have the entire Sigma, I think this is the bunny kit and it's the teal one. And I love a lot of these brushes. I'm not gonna go into great detail on most of them because you guys all know Sigma makes great eyeshadow brushes. I have a lot of them. I would say out of the whole kit, this one is probably my favorite, the pencil one, or this one, which is the bigger blender. I also have a MAC bigger blender like this that I cannot find right now, and I know I have it. It's gotta be here somewhere. But I have a MAC bigger blender and I just find it a little bit softer than the Sigma one, so I reach for that one more. But I do have a lot of those Sigma eye brushes. But from Sigma, my all-time favorite brushes are the Sigmax, the foundation brushes. I absolutely love the high definition ones. I have the whole kit. I swear by them. They are my absolute favorite. This one is probably my favorite, the F82 Kabuki. I also love this one, which is the F84 Angled Kabuki. This one's dirty right now because I've been using it. But these are my favorite foundation application brushes. Now, also from Sigma, the concealer line. Oh my god, you guys. This one, the P84, gorgeous for under the eyes. I also love this one, the P80 for spot concealing because it's more flat topped. I absolutely love the Sigmax concealer brushes. And then the last one that I have from Sigma that I bought separately of all my other brushes that I really enjoy is the tapered highlight. It's just a good fit on the face. I like the way it kind of blends highlight out. It's a really soft brush. It's a good shape. This is a really nice kind of highlight brush. Second lowest brand I own is Real Techniques. I don't own a lot of their brushes. In fact, I have more than what I'm showing you guys. But to be honest, these are the only ones that I use, and 2 of them are identical. These are the Real Techniques, what is it called? The Expert Face Brushes. These are amazing. Great for cream product, great for foundation, great for blending out your concealer. These are a great multi-use brush, and I really, really love them. There. And then the other one is the Real Techniques Contour Brush. I like this for contour. I like that it kind of fits in that hollow area nicely. I like that when you move it, you can feel it blending. And so that's one of my favorite Real Techniques brushes. I don't own a lot of them. I do definitely want to pick up some of those new metal ones, but that's more for look than actual functionality. So now we are going to talk about e.l.f. because I have 3 absolute must-have e.l.f. brushes. I truly believe in the quality of these. I absolutely love these 3 brushes almost as much as I love any other brush in my collection. First off, the stippling brush. This is almost identical to the MAC 130. Literally almost identical, you guys. Works the same way. The MAC 130, oh, I got eyelashes on mine. Where did those come from? I was wearing eyelashes this weekend, so now I would like to know where I put them down. I must have been on my desk somewhere. Oh well, I'll find it. The MAC 130 is definitely a little bit softer, but as far as like shape and functionality goes, these 2 brushes are the same, and this one is like $3. So that's definitely something to look into if you're interested in it. The e.l.f. blush brush. Oh my god. Perfect blush brush. Perfect shape, perfect taper. I love the way it fits on the face. This is a great $3 brush. And the last brush from e.l.f. is my most favorite. This is a must-have. Go and get one if you don't own this already. This is the Flawless Concealer Brush. You can use this to buff up cream concealer, or the other thing I use this for is to put powder under the eyes. It's soft, it's movable, it's beautiful, it fits gorgeously in that area. It is a wonderful addition to my brush collection, and I absolutely love it. The other e.l.f. brush I want to talk to you guys about is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. The e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, mine is of course dirty because these are the brushes that I've been using all day, every day. This is brand new from e.l.f. I think it's $3. It's amazing. It fits beautifully on your cheekbones. It blends cream color beautifully. I've been using this with the ColourPop cream blushes, and they just blend flawlessly. I love, love, love this brush. And then the last brush I want to talk about is from a line completely separate of all of those. It is Quo, which is a Canadian line. If you don't have it, if you can't get your hands on it, I'm sorry, but this brush is a game changer. This is the Quo Angled Eyeliner Brush. Now, I love this because I'm not very good at eyeliner, and the way this angles on my face, the way I can hold it and use it, it just gets eyeliner exactly where it needs to be. It's super small, it doesn't fray, it stays together. I absolutely love this brush. As you can see, most of my favorite brushes are always in this bin, which is my dirty brush bin. I tend to fall in love with a brush, and then I kind of just hold on to it because it means so much to me, or because it really works for me, and I don't like change. If something works, it's like my philosophy, if it's broke, don't fix it. If something works for me as far as a brush goes, that's generally what I stick to. I hope this was helpful. I will leave all the links to all the websites where I purchased my brushes down below so you guys can go check them out. Not affiliate links, just because it's easy link. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
My whole world changes with you. It's in the way you look at me. No words could say what your eyes speak. I get lost in those baby blues. 'Cause girl, I wanna let